Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to present to you my review of my 10 reference article from a research paper. Now to begin, my first reference article of Matthew Bowman presents his claim that he wants to investigate the evangelical overtones of the social gospel and demonstrate that its call for social transformation was predicated on a spiritual rebirth reminiscent of the American pietist, the evangelical tradition. He laid out a Russian Bush argument about social gospels that institutional Christianity has forgotten the vital message of Christ since it has given up social justice and focused on systematized individual salvation. Now, for my second reference, Gregory Collins presents in his paper that the central part of Christian spirituality and is liturgy. It is the native element of Christianity, and he shows that through the liturgies done in church, when people sing, listen, preach, and pray, the Holy Spirit presents Jesus Christ once again amongst us. Spirituality is reached through consistent effort. My third reference by Bill Cosgrave shows that he seeks to explain this spirituality and its more important aspects to see how to properly understood and give us an accurate account of Christian life and of other lifestyles. Spirituality is a very important and popular in our time and not just among Christians. As human beings, we are unified in the two unions of our two basic and essential dimensions, the spirit and matter. My fourth reference, Farley discussed in his paper about Kant's philosophy by first giving a background as to what real religion is from Kant's idea. He says that religion affirms that there is a superlative good for each individual and for society in the realm of the theoretically possible, and that it is the duty of each truly religious person to endeavor to find it. For Kant, he says that religion is conduct backed up by a belief in an ultimate ordering of justice and the ideas necessary as such. My fifth reference article by Juan Rafael F. Macaranas argues about the appreciation of Filipino folk religiosity as part of cultivating authentic faith expressions among Filipinos. Despite the varied influences and variegated Philippine culture, folk religiosity among Filipinos can be generalized as a syncretic blending of pre-colonial beliefs with the Catholic faith. My sixth reference from Vicente Marasigan shows how people who resides in Mount Banahaw develop their religiosity and spirituality. He discusses how he first-handedly experienced the rites and celebrations of the pilgrims in the mountain, showing how their rituals help individuals develop their spirituality towards the divine. He also showed that the Ama, in which the people considered as the founder of the religion in Mount Banahaw, has a cannonball experience from physical violence as a captain of Pulahan guerrillas in Cebu to spiritual welfare. My seventh reference from Rudolf Otto presents the importance of the non-rational side of religion. By saying of non-rational side, he emphasizes the religious experience that people had experienced in their life. This shows that we can have an experience with the divine through the circumstances that we cannot explain and fill us with the feelings of awe. My eighth reference from Rene Somera explains the rites that the pilgrims of Mount Banahaw do. The pilgrims visits the shrines called puestos to offer prayers. He shows the importance of the mountain in developing spirituality in both indigenous and Catholic traditions. This paper also presents the impact of ritual actions to the people's way of life. My ninth reference from Michael Stenmark explores the two standard objections from those who advocate a personal conception of God from those that accepts the idea of God beyond or without being. He explores this to show the risk of the standpoints of those who believe in God that might result in exaggerating God's transcendence, making God into a superhuman or superman. My last reference from Peter van der Veer argues and presents that the spiritual and the secular are produced simultaneously as two connected alternatives to institutionalized religion in Euro-American modernity. Moreover, it also includes that a central contradiction in the concept of spirituality is seen as a universal and tied to the conceptions of national identity. That would be all. Thank you for listening and God bless.